Don't do this. Don't do this if you be using like 2 shades darker or lighter than your skin complexion. Please, girl.
You should lie on me, keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck.
Hey guys, it's Natalie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hey girl, thank you so much for stopping by. I do lifestyle, fashion, beauty, and home decor videos. If you feel like that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so that way you are notified every time I upload a new video, okay? So in today's video, we are doing my everyday look, okay? But just not everyday look. This is just like as quick as it takes me to do this makeup look. It is the makeup look that legit makes people stop and like, wow, your makeup looks really good. I don't know why, because I'm definitely not a makeup artist. I be winging this shit half the time, okay? But I do the same look every single day. But for some reason, people seem to really like this look. It's kind of like giving that everyday soft glam, but extremely soft. You can wear it to the office. You can wear this makeup to school. You can wear this to the club. You can wear this. Ooh, this is the perfect first date makeup look, because I definitely do not recommend showing up on your first date with all that makeup on. Girl, no, you not. No. If you want to see how I do my everyday makeup, well, my every occasion, good all the time, wear it anywhere, beach, it doesn't matter where you're going, then keep on watching. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the face. I am barefaced. I have no makeup on. So things to note, I do not put on a primer before I do my makeup. I used to, but honestly, I don't need it, honey. I really don't. But now, honey, if you want to use a primer, I'm not telling you not to use a primer, okay? I'm just saying I don't use a primer, so I don't have one that I could recommend. I used to use that Tatcha face base, or whatever you call it. And it was great. It was nice, but honestly, my skin does just fine without it. If you want to see the serums that I use, you can check out my nighttime skincare routine. I will link it in the cards above, and you can see the serums that I use. I feel like they work just fine, okay? Also, the only thing I have on right now is my lip mask, my Laneige lip mask. I have it in the flavor Sweet Candy. I love this. And then the other thing is I do have lash extensions. So yeah, we won't be using any mascara today. So I use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. I love this makeup. I have extremely sensitive skin, and it's the only makeup that does not break me out. But when I tell you, the finish is stunning. It is so skin-like and beautiful. I highly recommend this. I have the color Latte, which is number 24, and I do about 2 pumps. I'm kind of breaking out, and I don't know why, but I know it's hormonal. I know I said 2 pumps, but I most definitely did like 2.5. So I normally just go ahead and put those pumps on, and I'm gonna use a beauty sponge. It's my favorite beauty sponge. It's by a small black-owned business. It's called Sparkle and Glam. I will never ever use a beauty blender again in my life. This is hands down the best, and I've had tons of them. This is the best beauty sponge I have ever used. It cleans so easily. It's really large. It gets like really big, so I can get big portions of my face, and it's super soft and just like bounces onto my skin. So I absolutely love it. So yeah, so I'll just go ahead and bounce this on my skin. And this does not have like the fullest coverage. This is like a medium coverage foundation, just FYI. If you need something fuller, then I would, or if you still want this skin-like foundation, I would definitely suggest maybe concealing prior to doing some color correction and then putting this over that. Because like I said, this isn't super full coverage. It's going to come across very, very skin-like, which is why you don't want a lot of it, okay? You just don't want it, and it dries down. This also is the formula. It's supposed to be like sweat-proof, waterproof, so it's definitely, and I can attest to that. I think it holds up really well. If you have a really oily skin, I would definitely suggest then some sort of oil, like a primer for oily skin. I do have pretty oily skin, but I don't know, it lasts pretty good. I don't feel like it just melts off of my face. I always love the way my face looks at the end of the day. And like I said, I get tons of compliments. It's almost like this looks like it's melting into my skin. I really love it. So yeah, I just keep balancing it until it's really blended. If you want more coverage, obviously, go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and add just one more pump for a little more coverage because like I said, I am breaking out. So I'm going to put it in some of the areas that I've been having some trouble with. Oh, and then another thing, a tip for me is I do not put foundation on my forehead. So the key to being able to get away from that is getting a foundation color that really matches your skin color. Okay, so you cannot do this. Don't do this. Don't do this if you be using like 2 shades darker or lighter than your skin complexion. Please, girl, this method is not for you if you do that, okay? No, yeah, it has to be really, really close. I do go ahead and put it on my brows and a little bit on my lid, and I make sure I get all in here because you just don't want to have that look like as if I only put it on the bottom half of my face. But I do not go above my brows, if that makes sense. And I just blend it really well so it just blends in with my forehead, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And that is pretty much the base. I do my brows after I put my makeup on. I don't know how y'all do your brows beforehand, but I'm not doing that. Nope. And I'll tell you why. It's because my skin can be very like glowy. It's like the pencil that I use just glides right on my face. Like, no. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to put me on? I'm not going to stick. Put some powder, sis. Like, it's giving me that. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is going to be my concealer. I also use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro concealer. I love this concealer so much. It's in the color Tan Dark Warm number 11, and I love it. I don't go concealer crazy because obviously age, and I feel like the more you put the more concealer you put on, it's like it just doesn't look right. And we want like that really stunning, effortless makeup, you know? And this is the makeup where like even the guys, like even guys who don't like makeup like this makeup. Like I get complimented so many times per week by men who love my makeup. So I put it in the center of my face, so just like under my eyes in a little triangle, down the center of my nose just to kind of prep for my contour. And then I put some like right where my smile lines would be, and then on my chin and right above my cupid's bow, and that's it. I do not put it on my forehead, and I don't think I need to say why, okay? My forehead don't need no help being no bigger than it already is. So now we're just gonna go ahead and bounce that concealer in, and we're gonna take our time, but we're gonna work really quickly. And I'm not beating my face up, guys. I'm being really gentle. That's just how good this is. It blends really fast. If I wasn't talking, this is like my everyday makeup routine. So this really only takes me about 15 minutes per day, but I have it down pat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that. Get it all up under my eye. And if you're gonna do like a nice nose contour, like if you really want to look snatched, like when I'm really trying to like show up and show out, I do kind of move the concealer into my nose just a little bit. It just kind of helps with the contour. And I don't know, but just look how bright and uplifted I look, okay? I could really stop here. I really can. But we're not. We're gonna keep going, honey. Okay, so everything is looking really good. I feel like everything is really blended. So now we are going to move on to contour. For me, this is like the game changer, okay? You can really stop here. You can throw on some powder, throw on some bronzer if that's your thing, and just go. But when you're trying to take it up a notch, right? When you're trying to take it up a notch, you want to contour, baby, okay? And I like to take it up a notch every single day. You're going to get to realize, watching me on this channel, I always like to take it up a notch. So we're going to do that today, and we're going to do some contour. So with me, I don't do anything super technical, but I do go just a little bit above my cheekbone. So as you can see, just like that, I'll do a line. I'll do the same thing here. So just right above, just a little higher than normal. Okay. Try to keep them as even. Do not do what I did and make them lopsided. Okay. Just keep them even. I'm working with the camera here. Just give me grace. And then the other thing that I do that I feel like completely transforms the face, but really makes you like, just pull like pulled in, is the contour of the nose, okay? And so basically what I do to contour the nose is I start from the brow, okay? I start from the brow and I just bring it down, and I follow pretty much the ridge and the bridge of my nose, and I just bring it down. You see that? Super simple. So we're gonna do the other side. And we're just gonna go straight down. Now, the more narrow you make your lines, obviously the more snatched your nose is gonna look. Depending on the situation, I might make it look a little more snatched, but we're not doing that today. And if you wanna make your nose look like a cute little button, you can do this little at the top. I also like to contour just the sides right here. Because the forehead is foreheading, okay? So I do like to get in here and do some this is like the creamiest, most butteriest, like it's a concealer stick, but it's so good. And just it being clean is just that much better. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start blending that in, and all I do is I'm just gonna tap it because I don't want to move this around too much because then my forehead's gonna look too bronze. So we're just gonna tap that and we're gonna move it back into the hairline. Do the same thing up here. I just don't want to bring it down. You know what I'm saying? But see how that already changes? Come on. Don't act like you don't see it. Because you see it. You see it. I know you see it. But look how that just changes my forehead. Because my forehead was like huge. So we're just going to keep on tapping that in and just blending it out. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. Now I'm going to press my beauty sponge like this. Okay. I'm not going to leave it too big because if I do that, I have the potential of bringing this contour down some and I don't want to do that. Okay. So we're going to keep this up because it's going to already move down just a little bit, but I just don't want it to move down too much. So we're going to keep that bounce just right at the line. Okay, right at the line. You see that? And then we're just going to continue to blend that in. And the more you blend it, just the more it starts to look more like natural. Okay? And that's going to give you that cut. You see that? Just look at my face. You see the difference, okay? So we're not even gonna get into it, all right? Not today. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we've got the cheeks contour, we've got the forehead contoured. Now we're just gonna go ahead and blend out this nose contour. And that's it, okay? At this point is when I'm gonna go in and set my under eyes and everything except for my contour. I am using the Laura Mercier translucent honey color. I love it. Whoops. Oh, ooh, I'm making a mess. So the key for me on this is to just put come here, a little, okay? All right, we're not going crazy on this. We're putting a little, unless you are 12, okay? Then go for it. If not, if you are 30 and up, we're gonna put a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. And then I'll put a little bit more than I put the last time for the under eye area, and I'm going to carve out my nose. And then I'm also gonna do down the middle, okay? That's where my concealer's at. Then I'm gonna go in with whatever is left over. And we are going to just set everywhere else we put concealer, okay? And then whatever is left over, I'm gonna go ahead and put across my brows. Because remember, I told you guys, I have extremely oily brows. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna set my contour, so to speak, with my bronzer. I use the NARS bronzer in Punta Cana. That is my wintertime bronzing shade. I love this bronzer, guys. So I'm just going to lightly, well, yeah, I'm just gonna lightly bronze. I love bronzing. I over bronze, okay? So we're not gonna talk about it in the comments. I'm telling you now that I over bronze. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, just don't do it, you know? Okay, and so next up, I am going to get into my brows. I'm actually gonna do this off camera because I can't concentrate, chit chat and talk and make this look perfect. However, if you are interested, if when I get back, you like my brows and you're like, hey, how you get your brows to look like that? Because you didn't have no brows in the last clip. If you feel that way when I come back, just let me know and I will do a brow tutorial. Okay, so we are back and I have brows on now. Like I said, if you want to know how I did that, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to share my brow method with you. Because let me tell you something, this took years of practice and perfection to find a brow look that fit me and that didn't make me look insane. Because I've had some moments, okay? I've had some moments that I'm not proud of, but we're here now, okay? So we're here now. So anyway, now we are going to move on to the eyes, and don't get too excited because I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing at all. I literally either put my bronzer or I have another palette. It's a Morphe palette and I want to say it's from, gosh, I cannot think of her name right now. She's actually a really popular YouTube makeup girl, but I can't think of her name. But anyway, there's only one color in that palette that I use. I have an entire palette and I only use one color. But the colors are always very similar. It's generally a bronzy, brown, taupey type of a color. So I like to keep it, I'm a very natural girl. Like I like the glam look that it's like people are like, oh wow, she looks really, really, really good. Look really pretty. But I just didn't do too much. Like I just didn't do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just take a little bronzer and all you're gonna do is just put it in the crease. I'm also going to take this opportunity to set the nose contour. So I'm just going to go down the nose. So yeah, you see that? Perfect. Now, if you want to also take this look up a bit, you can also do your under eye. I have like 2 lashes under there, so just excuse that, okay? I'm getting a fill on Wednesday. Do you see that? Come on. You know, y'all are not gonna act like you don't see these subtle differences, okay? I look completely different, but in a good way. Like I still look like myself, but I look different. Okay, so don't think I'm crazy, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe off the rest of that powder that I had on. And I'm also going to take the opportunity to blend where my contour and my bronzer was, because I want this to look really chiseled, but I want it to look really blended, okay? See, it's just less harsh. Can you tell? And then to kind of finish off the powdering of the face, I'm going to put a little blush. I am using Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Berry Adore. I think it's a perfect blush palette for women of color. I really, really, really love it. You see? Just, you see that? It's so cute. We love blush around here. Okay, so that is kind of like the basis of my makeup. And now you can stop here, okay? I'm just gonna brush my lashes up. You can definitely stop here and then just keep on pushing, but I don't. So you can definitely stop right here. I think this is a very beautiful everyday, like if you work in an office and you don't want to do too much, you can go straight to work just like this. But if you want to wow them, if you want that just like, what does she do different? Like, why doesn't my makeup look like that? I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna put you on right quick. You're gonna need a highlighter, and no, we are not doing that highlight to the gods look. I love a matte face. I am a matte girl, forever and always will be. I like a natural glow. If I'm gonna get a glow, I like my glow to literally come from the oils in my skin, and then I don't mind, okay? Like, I can glow from my serums that I put on, but I do not want to glow from like some metallic highlight that's beaming off of my face. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I am going to use Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Gold. Ugh, guys, I think this is discontinued. It's discontinued, and I broke it at that. So I'm literally, and I bought it brand new and dropped it before I ever used it. But considering it's discontinued, all I can do is do what I can do. So anyway, so this is like my thing that I feel like also takes my makeup up a notch, and I always feel very odd and very weird if I leave the house and I don't do these things. Pay attention. Don't go nowhere. This is the moment here, okay? If you don't take anything else away, like, do your makeup however you do it, but add this in. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're going to take your ring finger. You're going to put it in whatever highlight you like. I prefer a highlight with the least amount of glitter in it. I'm not a very big glitter person. And first, you're going to take it on the tip of your nose. Like, just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? Do you see that? You see that. And then you're going to take it just at the top of the bridge. Just at the top. Not the entire thing. We're not drawing a line down the entire nose bridge. Just the very top, right here in that little swoop. And you're gonna blend it out with your finger. And then we're gonna also take that and we're gonna blend that out with our finger. You see that? It's very subtle, but it's there. We're also going to take this highlight and we're gonna put it in the corners of our eyes. You see that? I know you see it. I wish y'all would stop trying to act like you don't see it, because I know you see it. The last place we're gonna put some highlighter is gonna be right on the Cupid's bow. You see that? You see it? I do. Now that we've got all of that done, I'm going to move on to the lips, which is just about my favorite part. I feel like this is what really brings my look together as well, is the lips. I am using a NYX Professional lip pencil in the color brown. It's literally just called brown. And this is what I do. I overline the top of my lips just a little bit. So you're gonna overline just the very top, and then you're gonna follow your natural lip line as you normally would, okay? But you're just trying to get that poutier look. So when you do that and you follow your regular lip line, you just have this cute little pouty lip that I just love. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite liquid lipstick. It's by Patrick Star. It's Androgyny. I know a lot of people cannot stand Patrick Star, but before all of this drama came out, I bought this, and it's literally, I have tried to find other colors that just look as good as this one does on my skin, and I'm sure there is. I just need to find it. But when I tell you this is my favorite one, but the closest that I've come to it is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, number 2, medium is what it's called. And that is she. So that's it, guys. That is my everyday knock 'em dead, stop traffic makeup look for you. You can wear this to the office, you can wear this to the club, you can wear this for date night. This is perfect for that first date night. Like, you want to appear super effortless, you know? This is that perfect look. And I will leave all of the products that I use down below. I swear by them. They are my ride or dies. I have been using them for well over a year and a half now, if not 2 years. So they are definitely highly recommended. And yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell button so that way you are alerted every time I upload a new video. So other than that, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.